Namaste and good morning, yogis. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nabila. Today we are going to have a 20-minute yoga sequence practice. To bring in yoga into your lives, it is always good to go slow and understand the nature of our bodies and its limitations. So bringing this yoga practice into your early morning schedules will ensure you to keep your day from junk food and improper food habits also. So to feel better, you could practice this yoga sequence in the morning in 2 rounds before ending it into the Savasana to relax. Or you can go for just 1 round as we will be doing this today. So with that being said, let's get started. Now let's start our session by sitting on our knees and on our heels. Or you can sit over a blanket also if that feels comfortable to you. Now close your eyes and rub your palms to generate some heat. Now place them on your eyes for some time. Give yourself some time to wake up with this warmth above your eyes. Now inhale and open your eyes and keep them back straight and do some neck stretches to relax the muscles around the shoulders and the neck. So we will place our hands on the heels behind us, and as you exhale, raise the spine and the entire back and take it forward, bringing the face to the floor in front of you. Now here, stretch as much as possible, pulling the tummy in, and exhale completely here. This is going to help in relaxing the muscles around our necks, shoulders, and the lower backs, thus avoiding any discomfort during the practice today. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Let's stay for about 4 breaths and feel the expansion of the spine as you breathe. Alright, now release the body from your child's pose or balasana and bring your body into your prone pose and stretch the arm and legs lying on our tummies. Now inhale, and as you exhale, raise the upper body and the lower body about 30 degrees from the floor and balance the body, bringing the arms stretched out behind you. Remain on your lower tummy and the pelvis, expanding the body both ways. Take a deep breath and begin maintaining the pose for about 6 breaths, and as you exhale, go deeper into the pose and keep the neck raised up to your comfort. This pose will help in losing our belly fats and the fat around our buttocks. The muscle around the arms, hips, and the tummy begin to expand, thus making the skin around these muscles tight and strong. Beautiful. Now slowly release from the pose and place the palm on the floor, and after a few breaths, you could repeat this pose again. So inhale, take a deep breath, and exhale, raise the upper body and the lower body about 30 degrees again from your floor or yoga mat. And balance your body, bringing the arms stretched out behind you. One more deep inhale, and exhale, release. Now place the palms on the floor close to your chest after releasing from our previous pose, and taking one deep inhalation, raise the body upwards, place your feet on the floor and exhale, completely taking the body on the feet and the palms into our downward facing dog. Now bring the shoulders and the head deep inside, raising the lower body and hip upwards towards the sky. And as you exhale, take the neck and the head deeper down, trying to reach for the floor with the head. Pulling the tummy in this pose is a very good way to begin losing the tummy fat and tightening the abdominal muscles. With every inhalation, loosen the body, and as you exhale, take the stretch deeper towards the legs, arms, shoulders, and the chest, and watch the movement of the spine as the breathing happens. Stay in this pose if comfortable for about 6 breaths and tighten the buttocks and the tummy out of habit in this pose. Again, this pose really helps in reducing the fat at the tummy, chest, and the bust. Alright, now move the body upwards from our downward facing dog and bring the left foot close to your palms and look up. Inhale and raise the arms above your shoulders and head, and then bring them in Namaste, bending the left knee and look up. Exhale completely here into our Warrior One pose. Make sure the right foot is turned a bit inside to about 20 degrees and the left foot out to 90 degrees. Bending the left knee, take the stretch upwards with your arm and feel the stretch at the entire abdomen. Let's stay here for about 6 rounds of breathing again, because it is essential as the stretch around the upper leg and the thighs, the entire abdomen and the arms will help in toning the muscles and eventually reduce the fat. So we practice different types of poses in yoga, but we barely know the benefits. Now let's continuing from our Virabhadrasana 1. Take the left arm raised and stretched behind you while the right arm is placed on the right calf, extending the stretch of the shoulders. Inhale and loosen the body, and as you exhale, expand and extend the stretch with both arms, feeling the stretch at the chest, shoulders and your abdominal area. Take the head back a bit and look up, gazing at the fingers of the left hand. Maintain the balance for about 6 breaths again, and make sure the knee is not bent beyond the ankle and the foot. Breathe deep to remain here without losing your balance. When you will focus on your breathing, you will barely lose your balance. Don't forget to keep your tummy tight. One more breath. Deep inhale and exhale. Now bring the body up. Release it from our Viparita Virabhadrasana. Now inhale, raising the entire back, and as you exhale, take the upper body towards the left, bending at the hip. And reach for the left foot with the left hand, placing the palm on the floor close to the foot. Complete this pose by raising the right arm above the shoulder, taking the stretch deeper with the neck. And if it feels comfortable, look at the right palm. Expand your chest by turning the shoulders and bring the chest and the thighs in alignment if possible. Make sure the left knee does not bend and watch the position of your knee. Stay in balance here with the stretch for about 4 breaths. This pose works with the side muscles of the back and our chest. One more breath. Beautiful, guys. Now release the body from our triangle pose and bring the feet out at 90 degrees. And keeping the distance between our feet, raise the spine and stand straight. Now inhale and stretch the spine upwards, and as you exhale, bring the upper body down, bending at our hip, and reach for the floor, placing our palms on the floor with the head if possible. Now exhale completely, and as you get into the pose, pushing the tummy in and go deeper downwards and bring the head close to the floor. Watch your legs to expand and feel the stretch at the inner thighs, and make sure your feet is firm on the floor. Let's stay here for 8 breaths or as per your comfort. This stretch helps in losing our tummy fat again, and the stretch at the lower back and the buttocks help the body to get toned. Two more breaths. Now raise the body from the pose and take a few breaths, keeping the spine straight. Now adjust the distance between the feet and bring it a little closer. Inhale, and as you expand the spine upwards, bend the knees and bring the entire body down, and sit on the feet with palms in our prayer position, placing the arms close to the inside of the knees and our thighs. And exhale completely here in this pose, Malasana, the yogic squat. Ensure the buttocks is not touching the floor and the knees don't feel any strain on this pose. Remain here for about 6 breaths and take this pose deeper with every exhalation by pressing the elbow towards the knees and the tummy pulled in deeper. Again, this pose is a very great way to reduce our belly fat and the fat around our thighs and the hip. Gaze up if possible and stay focusing on the core. Alright, now bring the body in Vajrasana after releasing from our Malasana, placing the hips on the heels with the knees bent. Now remain here with the spine straight and eyes closed for about 4 breaths. You can place your palms on the top of your thighs. Beautiful. Now release the body from our Vajrasana and let's go for a child pose now. So extend your hands in front of your mat. Your forehead is over your mat and breathe. We'll have just 2 more breaths here. Nice. Now release the body from your child's pose and bring your body into your prone pose and stretch the arms and legs lying on our tummies. And now inhale, and as you exhale, raise the upper body and the lower body again about 30 degrees from the floor and balance the body, bringing the arms stretched out behind you just like we did at the beginning of our practice. Now remain on your lower tummy and the pelvic, expanding the body in both ways. Take a deep breath and begin maintaining the pose for about 6 breaths more, and as you exhale, go deeper into the pose and keep the neck raised up to your comfort. It's okay if you can't hold the pose for 6 breaths, just try to do so. Now slowly release from the pose and place the palms on the floor, and after a few breaths, you could repeat this pose again if you feel like doing this again. Otherwise, meet me in our downward facing dog pose. So place the palms on the floor close to your chest after releasing from our Savasana, and taking one deep inhalation, raise the whole body upwards, placing the feet on the floor, and exhale completely, taking the body again on the feet and the palms. Remember to bring the shoulders and head deep inside, raising the lower body and hip upwards towards the sky. While you exhale, take the neck and the head deeper down, trying to reach for the floor with the head. Don't forget to pull your tummy in. With every inhalation, loosen your body. And as you exhale, take the stretch deeper towards your legs, arms, shoulders, and the chest. And focus on the movement of the spine as the breathing happens. Beautiful. Now let's move into our warrior pose 1. So move the body upwards from our downward facing dog and bring the right foot close to your palms and look up. Inhale and raise the arms above your shoulders and head and bring them in our prayer position, bending the right knee and look up. Exhale completely here. Make sure the left foot is turned a bit inside to about 20 degrees and the right foot out at 90 degrees. Bending the right knee, take the stretch upwards with your arms and feel the stretch at the entire abdomen area. Breathe here for 6 rounds. And feel the stretch around the upper leg and thighs, the entire abdomen and the arms. Now from our Virabhadrasana 1, take the right arm and raised and stretched behind you while the left arm is placed on the left calf, extending the stretch of the shoulders. So inhale and loosen the body, and as you exhale, expand and extend the stretch with both the arms, feeling the stretch at your chest, shoulders, and the abdomen area. Take your head back a little bit and look up, gazing at the fingers of your right hand. Maintain the balance and breathe. Make sure the knee is not bent beyond the ankle and the foot. Breathe deeply to remain here without losing your balance. Alright, now bring the body up and straight, releasing from our Viparita Virabhadrasana. Inhale, raising the entire back, and as you exhale, take the upper body towards the right, bending at the hip, and reach for the right foot with the right hand, placing the palm on the floor close to the foot, or you can place your palm over your shin or maybe over your thigh, whatever feels good to you. Now complete this pose by raising the left arm above the shoulder, taking the stretch deeper with the neck, and look at the left palm. Expand your chest by turning the shoulders and bring your chest and the thighs in an alignment. Make sure the right knee does not bend and watch the position of your knee. Balance there and stretch for about 4 more breaths. Alright, now release your body from your triangle pose and let's move to our Prasarita Padottanasana. So bring the feet out at 90 degrees and keeping the distance between the feet, raise the spine and stand straight. Now inhale, place your hands to your hips and stretch the spine upwards, and as you exhale, bring the upper body down, bending at your hip, and reach for the floor, placing the palms on the floor with the head if possible. Otherwise, just hang your head over the floor. Exhale completely as you get into the pose, pushing the tummy in, and try to go deeper downwards and try to bring the head closer to the floor. Watch your legs expand and feel the stretch at the inner thighs. And again, make sure your feet is firm on the floor. Let's breathe here for 8 rounds or as per your comfort. The stretch helps in losing the tummy fat, so staying here is very good, but always remember to back off if it doesn't feel comfortable. Feel the stretch at the lower back and your buttocks. Again, if you are feeling dizzy, just back off. If you are having high blood pressure, also you can back off from this pose. Just be on your child's pose if it doesn't feel good. One more breath. Now raise the body from your Prasarita Padottanasana and take a few breaths, keeping the spine straight. Now adjust the distance between your feet and bring it a little closer, just like before. Inhale, and as you expand the spine upwards, bend the knees and bring the entire body down and sit on the feet with palms in our prayer position, placing the arms close to the inside of our knees and our thighs. Exhale completely. Ensure that your buttocks is not touching the floor and the knees don't feel any strain on this pose. Breathe for 6 breaths and take the pose deeper with every exhalation by pressing the elbows towards the knees and the tummy pulled in deeper. Feel the stretch around your tummy, your thighs and the hip. Focus on your core. Don't forget to breathe. Beautiful. Now release from your Malasana and sit down on the mat. And now stretch the legs out in front of you, keeping the spine straight. Now inhale and raise the legs up, taking the upper body inclined backwards, placing the tailbone firm on the floor. Now as you exhale, raise the arms up and bring them at shoulder level, stretched out in front of you for a better balance. Balance the body here for about 8 breaths and pull in the tummy, feeling the tightening of the abdominal muscles in our boat pose. You can always bend your knees if that feels comfortable to you, but don't forget to tighten up your tummy. With every exhalation, take the pose deeper by raising the legs to almost 60 degrees and balancing the body on the buttocks. It's a very good pose to reduce the fat around your waist area. The tightening of the legs and the buttocks too will help in toning the skin and the muscles. Alright, now release from the pose. Extend your legs. Have some slow breathing here, some gentle breathing. And now let's get back again to our boat pose. So inhale and raise the legs up, taking the upper body inclined backwards, placing the tailbone firm on the floor again. As you exhale, raise your arms up and bring them at your shoulder level, stretched out in front of you for your better balance. Balance your body. With every exhalation, take the pose deeper by raising the legs to almost 60 degrees. And balancing your body on your buttocks. Breathe here. Your core is tight here. If you are shaking, that means it's working. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Now release from the pose. Now bring the body to relax after practicing this intense boat pose. So we will go into our Savasana or the corpse pose now. Let's lie down on our backs with legs and arms stretched out with some distance between the legs and the arms away from our body. Relax the muscles at a conscious level with breathing. You can repeat the entire session for another round for better results. And you can then come into your complete Savasana. Now stay relaxed in this pose for about 12 breaths. And watch your spine move with every breathing. Bring your consciousness to your body now. You can move your fingers, your toes a little bit. You can wiggle them. Now roll onto your right side and stay here for a moment. Now press yourself up to a seated position. Any comfortable seated position at the center of your mat. Bring your palms together in front of your chest. Keep your eyes closed. Feel the energy inside of your body and feel the around you. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope to see you next time in another practice. Namaste.